So as you look here, again in the reception area, it's just incredible. It's a big fountain there. And then again, the big front desk behind all this tremendous glass. And look at all this, the woodwork. And then it would be like this, see? Old school. There it is, an original, one of the tables that Gonstead used himself. Look at the old leather on there. And look at that, look at this old poster. Just incredible chiropractic history. Look at the tile here. Just unbelievable. It's just, we have to be able to learn from the history of chiropractic like this and grab on to some of the intensity and some of the focus that these people had for the profession and to help people. And if we can apply that, it's just can only help us that much more. So this is some hardcore philosophy, if there ever was such a thing. In fact, here's the bust of him right here. Now, I'd like to show you more around this place. In fact, I'm going to walk out down this hallway real quick if they'll let me, and I want to show you one other thing that's amazing. That in this office, in this clinic, which you'd never see today, was this. Because back then, he would actually had a nurse who would do blood testing and urinalysis before and after adjusting just to prove the chemical changes inside someone's body with chiropractic. Just incredible. And of course, you know that so many these things are true, but he actually did it. Look at this right here. A closet with wheelchairs for the people that came in that couldn't walk very well. In fact, look at these cool doors. These cool handles. Now the last thing I want to show you here, we're going to have to drive to really quick. I don't want to turn this video off. So I'm going to buzz down. I'm going to show you something that really, really caught me also when I saw it for the first time. And we'll buzz down the street to check it out. So here we are back in the 60s. One guy giving adjustments, okay, ends up building this huge clinic to dedicate to chiropractic, not only to treat people, but also for teaching. Builds this incredible hotel onto it, works for about 55 years, working 6 days a week. He only took Sundays off, and would work until midnight, 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, giving adjustments till whenever people were gone. And back in those days, everything was cash. So people would come in and they would just pay him and they would just hand him money. And he'd leave and he'd have a big, huge pile of money in boxes or in his pocket, or people would pay with banana bread or potatoes or whatever they happened to have that they could pay with at that time. So, you know, as we look at our practices now, or if you're starting out in a practice or you're already in practice, I mean, and you got all these things that sidetrack us, insurance and PI stuff and work comp stuff and cash and the kind of reports you do and the forms and the board and all these other legal things. You know, look at what it must have been like back then. You know, he would mark, and I've actually seen a old travel card in here, and on it they would just initial the date, and he would just put sick, or he'd put L5. That's it. They didn't have to worry about notes and all this other junk that we have to worry about today. I'm not saying that's good or bad, it's just the way things were in those days. And so, as we look at our practices now, if we can tap into just the true history and the truth and the power of chiropractic and what we're trying to do, because, you know, Gonstead was unbelievable because they'd said that he always had the most focus. When he walked in the room with you, he was with you and he was with nobody else, and you felt like you were the only person in the world, even though he'd already seen a couple hundred people and you might have another 100 people to go after you. When he was with you, you knew he was dedicated. And so as we work with people, if we can have that kind of dedication and that focus and that ability to just lock on, just go up here and take a right where those cars are turning. Actually, you could turn. Yeah, go ahead. Go up here and take a right. I'm going to drive you in to show you something else here that's just absolutely mind-blowing. Yeah. If we can have that kind of focus and just realize that with the gratitude and the thankfulness for what we have our hands, we have our ability to adjust, we have our ability to serve, and if we can do that, everything else is great. We've just got to almost have tears of gratitude in our eyes, and be super, super thankful that we have the ability to do what we do and be able to serve like we have. Okay, let's stop. And I'm going to show you something here that's so mind-blowing. It really struck me when I saw this. And I don't know whoever showed this to me, but I'm thankful that they did. This is going to seem kind of wild, but we're going to take a little walk here. And I'll show you something. I hope I'm walking the right way here. Get up here where you can really see it good. This is where Gonstead's buried with his wife, and look at the saying that he has: find the subluxations, correct it, leave it alone. Isn't that unbelievable? It's a great part of chiropractic history. I always drive by here whenever I happen to be in this area, Wisconsin. It always inspires me. I hope it inspires you, that as we move on, to just lock in to the people that are in front of us, do a great job with them on each and every visit, excellent adjustments, tell them the truth, lay out what needs to be done to help them get better from your heart. And you know what? People are going to get better. They're going to appreciate you. They'll be able to refer more people to you. You'll be able to help more people. And maybe we can have an impact on the world, at least in some small way, like Gonstead did on all the people that he had a chance to take care of.